A marriage situation is a place where compromise needs to be realized. Because usually, like you mentioned, you're coming from different backgrounds.
That's it.
And all of us here, we are married. We know very well that in reality, not only with our spouses, but even with children, you know, even when we are raising children, many times you have to find a level of compromise, being patient with them, trying to understand who they are. Or you may find a child doesn't like the things you like. Or you may have something you want them to do. Yeah? Like my first son, I thought he would be a doctor. I really thought, oh, it's nice to have a child as a doctor. So initially I bought the books of Ben Carson to inspire him. You know, this man is becomes so great. You can operate. And, you know, from when he was young. But that's not his interest. He likes something completely different, designing cars, being an engineer, and so on. So as he grew,
And for you, you wanted him to deal with medicine.
Yes. So, I mean, and I think this also points not only to our spouses, but even children. And knowing that when we are being brought up, somehow you're being told even by your parents, you need to do this.
That's right.
Mommy spoke earlier about wanting to be a lawyer. I remember I wanted to be a lawyer as well. But when I got my first degree at Makerere, I was given a different course on government. And so my dad said, why pay for LDC and all these things when you have a free, go for that one, you know. Well, I'm happy with my career at the end of the day. It still gives me maybe an opportunity for those who are vulnerable and whatever I wanted to do. And of course, God is calling to ministry. But I feel that the example I've given for my son is one of those areas where you say, I wanted this, but he wants this. And to support that, you say, okay, for a healthy mother-son relationship, we have to understand that children also have dreams that we need to nurture that are in them. And so you start to think, how can I boost this desire in him? Because this is his passion, you know? So I think that's very important to know that life will not always be a straight path. And talking about marriage, sometimes why even marriages fail, or why we find that we are not happy and proud of our marriages, is when we think that they should work our way. This is what I want. This is what I envisioned. This is how marriage should be. And sometimes you find people saying, I expected him to be like this. Is not. I expected that to be like, because sometimes we are selfish and we have a way of how we want our husbands to be, and our wives may be those who are husbands. So I think it's very important to remain flexible and have a place for compromise, because your spouse will not always see it the way you want to see it.